Hey everybody, still miss ya. I hope you are doing well. Today was kind of a dreary day, lots of rain, very cloudy, probably didn't get outside today. But I hope you got to have fun and relax a little bit. Sometimes that's the best part of rainy days. I was at school all day today and I was working on creating lessons for you. I created YouTube videos, so I'm super excited for you to see how cool of a YouTuber I am. And I'm going to start sending some videos on how to get set up for our distance learning. And so this is kind of a crazy time and it might feel a little bit weird. And so parents are busy and everybody seems to be really busy. And they might not always tell you how much they love you because you guys are all amazing. But know that they still do. And so I was thinking about that today. And so I'm going to read you a book called Koala Lou. It's by Mem Fox, and she's an Australian author. And I learned about her when I actually taught in Australia. So some of you remember that. But I think you'll enjoy it. So Koala Lou. You'll probably learn about some new animals and plants too that maybe when I'm done reading, you'll want to go and research. So the dedication for this one is for Leilu and Jan. I really like the name Leilu. There once was a baby koala so soft and round that all who saw her loved her. Her name was Koala Lou. Such a cute koala. The emu loved her. The platypus loved her. Even tough little koala claws next door loved her. And there's some pictures of all those Australian animals that I thought you might know. There's that emu. It's kind of like an ostrich. But it was her mother who loved her most of all. 100 times a day she would laugh and shake her head and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." Whenever she stretched in the early morning sun or climbed a gum tree or bravely went down the path all by herself, her mother would smile and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." A gum tree might be something that's new to you. They're in Australia, and kookaburras love gum trees. And just like the song, Kookaburra sits in the old gum tree, they're so loud. See if you can find a sound of a kookaburra. The years passed and the other koalas were born, brothers and sisters for Koala Lou. Soon her mother was so busy she didn't have time to tell Koala Lou that she loved her, although of course she did. Every night, as she curled up under the stars, Koala Lou thought about the times when her mother had looked at her and said, "Koala Lou, I do love you." And she longed for her to say it again. One night, Koala Lou had a splendid idea. Preparations had begun for the Bush Olympics. She would enter the Olympics. She would compete in the gum tree climbing event, and she would win. And her mother would fling her arms around her neck again and say, "Koala Lou, I do love you." The bush in Australia refers to the area in the middle where there's not a lot of vegetation or plants or animals. It's very desert-like. They call that the bush. So it'd be like the country for us. Koala Lou began her training right away. She jogged and puffed and lifted weights and panted. She hung from a branch with one claw at a time till she ached. She did push-ups till her stomach hurt, and last of all, she climbed the tallest tree that she could find, over and over and over again. Sometimes her mother would watch her and ask, "How you going, Blossom?" "Fine, just fine," Koala Lou would reply. How you going? That's Australian. For how you doing? At last, the day of the Bush Olympics arrived, and this is my favorite page. There's the celebration, but look at all those animals. Very odd animals. Koala Claus had also entered the gum tree climbing event, and everyone knew how fast she was. But Koala Lou wasn't scared. She saw her mother in the crowd and imagined her saying again, "Koala Lou, I do love you." Her heart filled with hope. It was Koala Claus who went first. Her climb was a record-breaking 22 meters in 70 seconds flat. The spectators whistled and cheered and wildly waved their party hats. There's the spectators, or the people watching. There's the gum tree that they're climbing. If I remember right, I think this is a kookaburra. Maybe you should go prove me wrong or right. Can I do better than that? Wondered Koala Lou. I must. As she stepped toward the tree, a hush fell over the crowd. On your mark, said the kookaburra. Get set. Go! And I guess I was wrong. This is the kookaburra here. That's what a kookaburra looks like. And there's Koala Lou. Koala Lou leapt onto the tree. Up and up she climbed, higher and higher and higher, faster and faster, until there she was right at the very top. The spectators roared and clapped and stomped their feet. Look at all of those spectators. Those are some marsupials. Australia has lots of marsupials. That's where they carry their babies in the pocket, kind of like a kangaroo. A kangaroo is a marsupial. So is a koala, actually. But she wasn't fast enough. In spite of all her training and all her hoping, it was Koala Claus who won the gum tree climbing. Koala Lou came second. Koala Lou went off and hid. She heard the shouts of the Bush Olympics and cried her heart out. Everybody was throwing their hats in celebration, and there's Koala Lou. So sad that she lost, because she really wanted her mom to just fling her arms around her. When the first stars of evening appeared in the sky, Koala Lou crept home through the dark and up into the gum tree. Her mother was waiting for her. Before she could say a word, her mother had flung her arms around her neck and said, "Koala Lou, I do love you. I always have and I always will." She hugged her for a very long time. I think that's the end. So, I hope you liked the story by Mem Fox. I did bring home some other books by her. But just know that we love you guys so much. And if I could, I would fling my arms around you and tell you how much I cared about you. And because I don't want to do the video all over again, you just went upside down. So, not great videos, but just checking in with you. I hope you're all doing wonderful. Parents, I am going to be sending a video about how to set your child up for Google Classroom on their home device if you have one. If you don't have a device, you can get one through the school if you have internet. And there's a bunch of companies doing free internet. So I'm going to send out a video. Try to get Google Classroom set up before the end of next Friday on your child's device so that we're ready to go. Miss you guys. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow evening. Good night.